7 benefits of cone syrup is good for you. Cones that are used in many places in home decoration and various ornamental items are collected from pine trees. Research conducted on pine cones has proven that cone is very beneficial for health, in order to get the best minerals and vitamins in the cone structure. Many people have recently been talking about pine cone syrup. Although the benefits of pine syrup have not been directly explained by Saracolu, Professor D. Dr. Ibrahim Sirajolu explains the healing effects of the pine tree and talks a lot about the benefits of the tree's leaves for asthma and its positive effects on respiratory health. So, what is pine cone syrup? Now, let's examine the strange things about pine cone syrup. What is cone syrup? Cone syrup is a useful drink obtained by boiling pine cones and obtaining the consistency of syrup. Cone syrup, beneficial to human health, is very popular among herbal treatment methods. In some regions, cone syrup is also called cone jam. To distinguish the exact line between syrup and jam, you can adjust the amount of liquid to your taste while the cones are boiling. Cone syrup is a more liquid food. The jam is rather thick. 1. It relaxes the respiratory system. If you are wondering what kind of pine syrup is useful, then we can say that this useful drink relieves your breath. Various infections and diseases of the respiratory tract can be treated thanks to pine cone syrup. If you have frequent cough problems and shortness of breath while speaking, you can take natural pine syrup as soon as possible. 2. It strengthens the immune system. One of the best answers to the question of what pine syrup is that it increases the body's resistance. The beneficial minerals in the structure of pine give effective results in strengthening the immune system. Cone syrup is a herbal supplement that protects and strengthens the immune system. If you consume pine syrup regularly, you will protect your body from seasonal changes. Thus, you can live a disease-free life. 3. Good for stress. Studies have shown that people who drink pine nuts relax and calm down. Conical drink, which has a relaxing property, eliminates stress and stress-related diseases. After stressful days, you can take pine syrup when you have trouble sleeping. The first sign that the body is freed from stress is shiny skin. So pine syrup has a beneficial effect on the skin and refreshes its appearance. 4. It cleans germs. Among the benefits of a conical drink, it also has a preventive effect against diseases. Bacteria and viruses that try to harm the body are cleaned with the help of pine cone syrup. You can take pine syrup to get rid of diseases such as infection and inflammation by using herbal supplements. In order to have a pure body and have more healthy functions, you should meet pine cone syrup. 5. Nourishes the hair. Among the benefits of pine cone syrup, there is also the task of nourishing hair. If your hair is dry and damaged, you can add vitamins and vitality to your hair thanks to pine cone syrup. If you wish, you can get the benefits by adding some hair mask to your hair mask or drinking pine nuts regularly. 6. Protects oral and dental health. Among the benefits of pine syrup is that it is good for oral health. Cone syrup is recommended for those sensitive to oral and dental health. The conical syrup with its unique aroma inhibits the growth of bacteria in the mouth. Conical syrup prevents cavities and helps teeth look healthier. Pine syrup is recommended to treat wounds in the mouth. 7. Activates the body. Given its many benefits, the fact that the pine syrup you take is among the energy-boosting effects as an added bonus. Cone syrup provides the energy the body needs. If you want to be more energetic during the day, you can take pine nuts in moderation. When you want to feel more energetic and ready for an active day, you can take advantage of pine syrup. How is cone syrup made? You can easily prepare pine syrup at home. For this, you must first review the list of materials. Materials: 1.5 liters, 25 green cones, 4 cups of sugar, lemonade. Preparation for: wash green cones prepared for syrup cone well and leave them in a bowl filled with water for 1 night. Replenish the water for the cones that have been waiting all night and bring to a boil. Change the water from the cones that have been boiling for a while and let them boil for a few more hours. Pour the sugar over the cones that have been simmering for 3 hours. Cook over low heat, stirring occasionally. When the sugar begins to boil, foam may form on the cones. You can get this foam with a spoon. Cover the bottom of the conical syrup, and let it rest until the temperature has passed. Then transfer the water to the jars or bottles where you will store the cone. You can store the conical syrup in a cool place. What does cone syrup do and how is it used? It is recommended to take 1 teaspoon of cone syrup during the day. If you have a chronic illness and are on regular medication, you should consult your doctor before consuming pine syrup. You have to be careful about how you take pine cone syrup because you have to take it regularly and in moderation to see its benefits. If you exceed the amount of daily consumption, you may experience stomach problems. Cone syrup. Cone syrup side effects. If you want to prepare pine syrup yourself at home, you should use green cones. Preferred cones should be cleaned well. Drinking cones with dust and dirt can damage your kidneys. When comparing the benefits and harms of pine syrup, of course, the benefits outweigh, but can also create negative effects in some bodies. Consuming more than 1 teaspoon of pine syrup per day can cause various diseases. So you have to be moderate. Benefits of pine cone syrup. How much is cone syrup? Where are they sold? Cone syrup can be obtained from stores that sell organic products. In cases where you cannot find them in your area, you can contact sellers who sell online. The average price for 1 jar of pine syrup is about 35 tera-liters. We recommend choosing products that are natural and free of additives such as pine cone syrup and pine cone paste. Zura Anna Pine Cone Benefits is one of the most researched and known brands. You can choose the right products by checking the ingredient labels.